Can the Heat actually challenge the Nets in the East?
Hold on, Molly.
Okay,
Look,
sure.
everyone didn't sleep on the Heat last year. Okay, there
Oh,
was
my
one
bad.
person there was one person sitting up here talking about the Heat, and I'm about to talk about them right now. Them
Okay, do
goons,
you?
them goons from Dade County. They're putting their ski masks on at the right time. It's summertime. It's hot out. You know the goons are lurking. And look, when you watch this Miami Heat team, they play inspiring, winning basketball on both ends of the floor. Offensively, you're running your offense through Bam, where he's dribble handoff and guys are cutting back door. Jimmy Buckets going on the block, taking guys off the dribble, 1-2 dribble pull-ups, making plays for others. They have shooting and Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero, Trevor Ariza, Wisely Bet on both ends of the floor. And defensively, they lock in. They are on your heels like a pair of socks defensively. Bam, one of the best defender bigs in the league, right after Anthony Davis. A guy that can switch 1 through 5, a guy that can anchor the defense, great weak side shot blocker, helping the helper, things to that nature. But most importantly, they have one of the best coaches in the game today, a top 5 coach ever in the history of the NBA, Erik Spoelstra. He throws things out there at you that just confuses you. I'm watching the game last night. I didn't know if he was in a 2-1-2, a 3-2, whatever it was. It had the 76ers and Joel Embiid discombobulated. So not only should the Nets be worried about the Heat, but the whole Eastern Conference should be worried about them goons from Dade County.
Well, it's a righteous position to take to support the Heat there. And do I think the Heat could take them to 6 games, the Nets? Yeah, 6. They're not going to take them to 7. Let me tell you what it's like, and I have experience as a reformed Knicks fan. Back in the day, you could say the Knicks or the Pacers, they could challenge the Bulls. No, they couldn't. They could win a couple games from the Bulls. Maybe in a great year they could take them 7. They never had a chance to win. Not really. Because the Bulls had Jordan and Pippen and, Horace Grant and then Rodman. And that's these Nets. Now, you might say, that one year the Pacers did beat them. Remember, Jordan only played those 17 games, came back at the end, didn't have his legs, right? Maybe that's like James Harden. The problem is I saw Harden show up. How, Perk? How did he show up? You said I say it a lot. How did he show up? Fat and out of shape, looking like a hot mess. A walking triple-double with 30 points in wins. James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie Irving will not be taken to a Game 7 throughout these playoffs, East or West.
Big Perk, there's one thing I agree with you with. Them goons from Dade County is out of there because you saw Udonis Haslem, who hadn't played the game all season, play last night, and you saw he was having none of that from the Sixers. Joel Embiid trying to get a little chippy with Ariza, and then Dwight Howard. Didn't matter. Udonis Haslem wanted all the smoke. But I love the mentality of this Miami Heat's team, especially how they defend. But I don't think there's going to be a defense that's out there in the NBA, including theirs, that can contend with what the Brooklyn Nets are bringing to the table with a healthy James Harden, KD, and Kyrie. I just don't. I mean, you see the numbers when they got James Harden on the court. The Nets record is something like 28-7. So, I mean, it's a virtually unguardable team offensively. Now, they're going to have to figure some things out on defense, but their offense is so good, they're going to have the margin of error to be able to go through this playoffs and figure it out in terms of being able to slow teams down quite enough.
There are alien civilizations, like advanced civilizations, studying the earth right now who haven't figured out how to stop that Nets offense.
Exactly.
There's no earthly defense that's going to stop that Nets offense. Forget it. If they're healthy, forget it.
No shot.
All I'm going to say is this. Y'all are really not showing the proper respect to Erik Spoelstra, okay? I watched this man last year in the bubble, in the playoffs. I watched him switch up his defense every series, threw guys off. Everyone thought that the Milwaukee Bucks were going to just walk through the Miami Heat. Erik Spoelstra and the Miami Heat had something different to say about it. I watched Jimmy Butler on the biggest stage against LeBron James and Anthony Davis go out there and lay it all out on the line. The man had a 40-point triple-double, said we wasn't going home. Bam was just hurt at the time. What y'all failing to realize is this, man. When I look at intimidation is everything, okay? And the thing about the Miami Heat, They're going to get into your airspace. They're going to get into your face. They want all that smoke. And when you go back and look in this regular season, when Kyrie Irving, James Harden, Kevin Durant played, and they played the Miami Heat one game without Jimmy Butler, it went down to the wire, and Bam dropped a 40-piece on them. That's the problem. This is what y'all not understanding. We talk about how great of a player Anthony Davis is and how he's a game changer. Bam out of the Bayou is a game changer. He's a game changer. GMs around the league. Listen, man, what I'm trying to tell y'all, playoffs is all about adjustments. And if you sitting up here, you talk about the personnel and the players on the court, cool. I'm going to talk about the coaching. Who am I taking? Erik Spoelstra or Steve Nash? Give me each
It's not Steve Nash you got to worry about. It's Mike D'Antoni with James Harden. This Nets team is like he hasn't won it because he hasn't had the horses. He's got them now. Mike D'Antoni with James Harden it's like the Rockets just traded back then, just traded for KD and Kyrie. Good night. Now I'll say this. Everything you said about the Heat is true. Like if by challenge you mean after the series, they're going to know they were in a series. Yes, the Heat will leave a piece of themselves with the Nets. There'll be a couple of games maybe you go, well, if only this would have happened that way, if only that would have happened this way, they could. No, but that's an illusion is what I'm saying. When you got as much talent as the Nets have, you always win.
Hey, Big Perk, we really got to go. I need a yes or no question here so producers don't kill me. Who is the biggest threat to the Nets in the East? Is it the Heat?
The Heat are my dark horse, Molly, okay, contender. That's I'm going to leave it at that. The Heat are the dark horse in the Eastern Conference.
So that's a yes.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.